for 2.5 weeks, holding it out stuff. Then they come back and one thing and then one thing. I was at the time, they finally placed over. I was like, indifferent about whether I got their work or not. You gotta go like this every time. Right. Like, I don't know the people. He was like, job seeker. He was just want everything back to the old. To get everybody involved with there rather than making it. Right. I understood. He always been yelling about the conversation.
Hi, Noy. Maingay dito. Maingay. Jenny, Boral, Bridget. Ay, naka-translate na naman. Sabi ito. Naka-automatic translation na naman. Oy, Cordapia siya. Edlin, Ate Ani Lasay, Christine. May na yung net ko dito, guys. Tagay. Tagay. Kain. Buga.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Glory. Sayang. Sayang, Glory. Glory siya. Mahina nga, pawala-wala. Ganda pa rin. Kain ng kain. Ay, saba.
Yeah. But
Wala na diet kailan yun eh. Kaya nga. Rice Louis. You eat too much.
He used to be children's ministry at the church, Sunday school and all that.
Maingay na.
Yeah, we got it all out.
Maingay.
We used to go to the early one, but then they did away with it.
Daming tao. Inak. Ayun kami napkin na gano'n.
Oh, yeah. So you're out there too.
It's right there by the corner.
Yeah.
I can't get out. It's right there. You see that? I haven't checked Tiffany, but the other one paid yesterday. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Hindi may ano kasi may kombinasyon. Puno yung puno yung parang restaurant siya na may bar. Naririnig niyo ako? Ginawa ko naman tubig yung inumin. Lalasing agad ako dito. Good night in advance na lang, guys. Naririnig niyo ako? Adrian, shout out. Ay, blurred. Ayun na nga. Parang malibubod sa matamis. Matamis siya. Yan lang naman iniinom ko. Mixed drinks na matamis. Pineapple. Pineapple at saka cherry yata. Burger. Burger. Maubos na. Busog na ako. Hindi ko masyadong mahilig sa burger. Madali ako mabusog. Hi, Mirin. Noemi Adrian Kabatian. Nathan Canyezars. Hi, Te. Nasa bigayan ka ng ayuda. Sayang, blurry pala yung piano ko. Ginawa ko ng tubig. Lasing agad ako dito. Bilis ako malasing din. May ano to, may alak to. Vodka. Oh yes, ano Adrian, baba mo lang. Oh yeah? Ethan Hayes. Kita pa rin ang ganda. Sayang sa akin, sa akin sobrang linaw. Tapos blur pala sa inyo. Tingnan ko nga dito sa phone ko. Ayun na, nawala na. Oh, talaga? Magkano? Magkano tayo? Nilagay ko pa naman sa ipon yung sahod ko ngayon. Yung sahod yung panalo ko. Nilagay ko sa ipon para sa December, para sa Tingwayo ba. Meron na ito akong 3K yun. Kay Ainil. Nalo ba kayo? Mga pinaintrihan ko. Hindi ko na alam, nakatulog na ako. Ayun na. Kaya nga, lumaban pa. Sana nanalo kayo. Usually, sinisin ni Lane sa GC, pero ngayon hindi eh. Ay, malabo ma. Malabo. Nabusog ako. Malabo nga. Malabo sa white. What's that? Okay, you got chair there.
That table will be available.
Guys, patamisat naman sa binaba ni Oy, Kuya, good evening. Yeah, we're gonna watch a comedy show. Diba? Work all day tapos fun at night. Hello to your house. It's with you. Yeah, it's over here. Yes, it's so funny. No, I love it. And Ethan, it's over there. Wow, we're with our friends. taboo. Ah, nice. Good balance. Yeah. Yeah, we have to have fun too, not just work. Diba? How are you? It's really noisy here. It's a lot of people for it's a lot of people for a little place.
I almost got
It's packed. Yeah, it's a family ano, ganap. Family affair. It's a kid-friendly bar and restaurant.
I think I worked in there for 86 to 90.
Hello, chat. It's blurry. The internet's not good here. Surprisingly, because it's in town. I think because of the building. It's a tall building. So the internet's not good. Very good. Hindi talaga ako mahilig sa burger. Walang choice. No other choice. Mga burger lang yan nila. Mga sandwiches yung ano nila dito. Kain na lang. Yeah, kung saan na net slow.
Every time we pass, we come over and give you a hug.
Wala, ginawa ko ng tubig yung ano. Ganito ko kasi ako pag umiinom, guys. I drink too fast. And then I get drunk. I get drunk quick. This is all I can drink.
Now those people.
Hindi pa nag-umpisa yung show, tapos na yung ano ko. Alona, Durabel, shout out. Sobrang lamig kasi ate, kaya sarap sip-sipin. Kaya nga eh. Hindi, tsaka ganyan ako pag kumakain kasi ako. Pag kumakain ako ganyan, alam nila ibiyang yan. Pag umiinom ako, ginagawa kong tubig. Mabilis ako uminom, kaya mabilis din ako malasing. Wala. Buwati ganyan din ako kapag nakain madami. Diba na inom pisa nakain? Hindi. Marami yung nakakain ko. Kaya ano tawag, ginagawa ko siyang tubig. Kaya mabilis ako malasing. Kasi, excuse me, ginagawa ko siyang tubig. Matamis kasi, matamis para lang siyang juice. Parang juice na may ano, may kick. Walang rice. Marian, shout out. Ate Shirley, good morning po. Kuya Elihio, good morning. How's one? Wow, kuya. Alayan ka. Ito lang naman yung inumin ko. Isa lang naman. Pero magano, after magtubig na lang para may masmasan. Mini Bear, shout out. Ano siya? Comedy. Comedy siya. Yari ka later. Comedy show. Parang stand-up. Anong tawag dyan? Stand-up comedy. Mimi Bear. Yung ano namin, pastor namin sa church, yung comedian. Wala. Oh, stand-up comedy. Yeah. Those are pretty cool spots. I know.
Even the mayor
Yeah, we like to watch a comedy show. It's fun and relaxing. BG ate, naalang sa kusina. Sige lang, nasa kusina.
Okay, I thought I recognized it. Yeah. I just
Oh, lapit na. Hindi pa nag-i-start, tapos na yung alak. Masarap to isayaw mamaya. Walwalan tayo. Magwalwalan tayo. Magwawala. Order ka na lang ulit ate. Hindi naman kasi ako ano. Kung nandito sana si Ate Ibiang, hindi kasi siya pumunta. Pag nandito si Ate Ibiang, nakakatatlo ako niyan, tatlo. Tapos tawa-tawa na. Tawa-tawa na malala. Kaso duling ka na din. Kaya nga eh. Panay-tawa na lang tayo dito kahit hindi maintindihan. Sarap nga eh. Parang ano lang, parang pineapple juice lang kasi parang lasang pineapple juice. Pero may alcohol.
I don't know what they gave. I told you need to wait for you
Saglit lang. Sindan ko muna si mama. Sa ano, nasa Tacloban sila mama noy. Pero uwi din sila kagad eh. Uwi sila kaagad. Wala, yun na. Nahilo na ako. Uy, nahilo na ako. Tubig mo na. Nabilis ako malasing sa umpisa. Kasi nga inano ko eh. Bilis ako tumagal. May paliton la, mga malitla. Malitang tubong. Tubungan. Nagutod-utod. Tama ko din rin. Hinangan ng ano, hinangan ng internet. Oy, Julie. Good morning. Hina ng net. Wala, paano yung signal? Malabo na. I'm waiting for DoorDash. Oh, what did you order? Is it for your dinner? Amo daw kasi hilig na yan na ni Daddy Ate. Natulak ko no niya mga alaga na hayop. Oo, Noy. Kaya busy si Papa ngayon everyday. Okay na rin yan. At least mayroon siyang kinabibisi. Nanginginit na kagad ng mukha ko. Sarap matulog. Pero pag nakainom, gusto ko matulog. Wala na. Loading na ako. I didn't even finish my burger.
Take it out to the patio or in the other room by a car. Because tonight belongs to Joe and so this is their show. So I just ask that you have a little respect for them when they're doing their show. Now, we're waiting for your food to come out. So some of you I see are still waiting for some food. Once this line gets down, we're going to start right away. It'll probably be more like around 20 after 7. So enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you have fun and be safe. Thank you.
Kaya nga. Hindi talaga kaya ng signal, guys.
Or when Jerry's mom and dad were there, and I was going to sleep on the dad come over and Jerry had a big drink. Whatever it was, I don't know what it was, but just tell them if you want to like it. I'll train How they gonna know when we're done and ready to go? They started to tap the car for what we had ordered.
Well, it looks like you can even pay cash in the end. It's just more. So you can even pay cash in the end. You don't have to charge. You don't charge you till the end. It's just for in case you forget and then you have your card.
But they must, when you show them your card the next time, they must put that on your tab. You know, keep track of your car and what you spend.
Yeah.
So what you been up to, Justin? Anything exciting? Hanging out with your friends or living the young life?
Hindi na nandito.
Enjoy it now. Your dad didn't start enjoying it until he got a little older.
Ingay.
That's one of his good buddies. His good friend.
Medyo noy. It's blurry.
That's not my problem.
It's good over there, but it's blurry in YouTube.
Wow.
They're teasing me
What are they teasing you about?
because I'm getting jumped. I'm gonna get
Is it good to drink? I don't know what.
I told him Malibu. I'm a little.
You're gonna be laughing off. Yeah, we're good.
There's more food.
Other than
Ethan, do you want this?
Maggie.
Huh?
Ask if I need anything else.
You said you want
What do you want me to do?
online.
We have to wait in line for all that. He's in the nearest that.
Sa online kami nagkakilala, friends.
I get Jerry gonna get you one when he gets up there. It's gonna be a few minutes, so the line's pretty long.
Oh my god, we never been so fun.
I knew Scott Bailey was gonna be here. That was it, Scott Bailey. I just had a feeling I knew they were going to be here. And then this guy back here at the table back behind us, the guy with the brown, he's one of the greeters, or not that guy, the guy at the bar. That's one of the greeters at the church. They don't have enough bartenders. I don't know why they didn't ever have waitresses that really get tipped to take the order.
Yeah, no. What is
I
that?
don't know if it's for financially or I don't know
You
why.
don't want to get complicated, I don't know.
Yeah, I
But
don't-
still, I mean, if you're,
If they're helping you. Don't cut on the table, Ethan. Don't cut on the table. Ethan got a flutophone and he brought it home and started playing it tonight.
you sure,
Did you have a
Nathan?
flutophone when you were in school? I'm gonna sell hair off tickets here. This guy has a bunch of tear off tickets.
Yeah. It'll be a lot quicker if we have waitresses go back and forth.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get it in and out too. You block the.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to get it to clear out a lot. It's a joke, and the other comedians can start doing their act right there. It's almost what you needed to have.
What's that?
They got a bucket of drinks, that way they don't have to go up everywhere and put ice in it. Other than how like 45.
Bus na. Parang hindi matapang yung alcohol. Jane Maribel siya. Pag nag-start na yung show, di ako masyadong makakapagsalita. Bawal. Bawal mag-ano. Hindi salita masyado. What are you doing? Loading.
Do they have some of your dad's beer? Storage units after dark. They don't. Hey, Justin, can you read whose helmet that is? Who signed that helmet? The Ohio State helmet? I can't read the signature. I'll ask, yeah. I cannot read that at all.
Seryoso. Ay, sige, sige.
Let's see. You do sing this song? John Sugar Mellencamp.
Anong ulam?
John Mellencamp.
Tubig na lang tayo.
I don't see their speakers. They're pretty good with all this clutter.
Pet okra. Sarap niya na. May itlog, may okra. Sarap na. Ganda naman.
This is their table most of the time they come in here.
Oh, yeah.
This is our table.
That's right. Ah, kay Hati. And whose finger was that?
It's my wife. She's manly.
Maganda yon. Nasanay sa gulay. Ayos yan. Kaya maganda na yung sinasanay sa gulay habang bata. Kita, hindi masyadong magulay. Hindi masyadong magulay.
Like handwritten looks like there's a cursive.
Kain tayo guys, kain ay. Sige lang, kain tayo.
I can't make out a signature. Is it Maurice Claret? It's hard to tell, bro.
Yeah, it's not going. Parang ano po kung lately. Yeah. Nakakatawa kung talaga yung sarap na sarap sila lang sa mga ng Malay.
Too bad I didn't go with
Yung ganyan din ako yung mga anak hirap pakainin ng ganyan. Tilapia ang ayaw ko ng buntis ako, amoy pa lang yun, nasuka na.
Bloody Marys that I ever had.
Yeah.
Before you ever own the bar, you made Bloody Marys.
Does it have it here?
I'm sure they could probably make one if I wanted one, but they're all strong. I wouldn't want them drying after I had them. Take the coat off.
English.
What are you doing? How many people you got watching you?
15. Hello, Kuya Eric. Peace out daw, please. Nagilan na. Malabo eh.
What's that? It won't be so bad once they.
Yeah, when they start talking.
So you start inside.
Picture. Dito, ay si Ita nandito. Si hi. I'm from France. Gusto ng earbuds kasi maingay. Hindi niya marinig yung pinapanood niya.
Are you buzzed?
A little bit. I can't help you. Come over here for a second. Oh, it's the other one, I think. Let me see. Is it? You have to connect it. You have to pair it.
Hey, is your name Calvin Klein?
All right, how y'all doing tonight? Hey, thank you so much for coming out tonight. I'm so sorry for the late start, but we wanted to get the line down a little bit. Can you make some? Can you give it up for the bartenders and the waitstaff here? 'Cause they are putting their tails off tonight. Yeah, well, I thank you all so much for coming out tonight. My name is Joe, and I'm going to be doing some jokes later, but I'm so glad to be out here in Wakeman, Ohio. Wakeman, Ohio. I'll tell you what, this is amazing. Like, if you had told me years ago that I would be doing comedy in the comedy capital of Ohio, Wakeman, I'd have been like, well, what went wrong? Right? Like, why am I in somebody's barn doing comedy for 17 people? All right, this is pretty incredible right here. But no, I'm a big fan of Wakeman, and here's why. Who here is from Wakeman, by the way? Make some noise. All right, both of you. Glad you came out tonight. No, for real. I think this is everybody in Wakeman. Okay, like if the cows get loose, y'all have to leave, don't you? Right, to go. If like a fire breaks out, like everybody here has to go and fight that fire. Okay? That's what's going. The reason they sell out this show is because this is the only fun thing to do in Wakeman. Right? I guarantee you that, right? But here's the thing, and we got people out on the porch too. All right, I thought they were way back there. So like, we got people like you guys are so far back. I don't know if the jokes will even be funny by the time they get to you. Okay, but here's the thing. I love small towns. All right, I'm a small town guy. I'm not a city guy. Small town people make some noise tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, nobody. They all came in from Cleveland. Here's why I like small town people, because small town people are built different, okay? Small town people are tough, right? Especially small town women, right? Where's my small town girls at tonight? Make some noise. Yes. Here's the thing, I'll tell you what. Because city girls are not tough. Small town girls are tough, right? Here's how I know this is true. Imagine some city girl from Cleveland comes driving through Wakeman, all right, and gets her Kia Soul in a ditch, right? What is she gonna do? Nothing, right? The only hope she has is if some girl from Wakeman brings out her 4-wheel drive truck, right? Throws a tow strap on that thing, puts it in 4-wheel drive, and yells out, "Buckle up, city girl, I'm on meth." Pulls her right out of that ditch, right? Yeah. Is that too close to home? Anybody here on meth? I don't know. Sorry. That was accurate. You're like, yep, that's us right here. Yeah. We are on meth. Okay. Yeah. So now, I didn't realize until I got up here that I was wearing this much denim. Yeah, there's a lot of denim going on here. It's like I'm trying to prove I belong here in Wakeman. Okay, that's how much denim I'm wearing. Like I look like I'm the president of a trailer park homeowners association. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna come back up in a minute. But I want to bring up a friend of mine. His name is Joseph Paul. He's going to be our opener tonight, and. Thank you. Okay, your flashlight's on. There you go, thank you. You're gonna be a big part of this show, I can tell already. Cool. All right, so our next comedian, his name is Joseph Paul. He hails from the big city of Huron, Ohio, which is a great place to leave, by the way. And I don't know how to describe Joe other than like he just looks like he's not allowed to be on an airplane. I don't know how else to describe him, okay? He looks like if you ordered Dave Bautista off Temu or something. So would you make some noise for my buddy Joseph Paul?
We got a brand new set for you tonight, so you're the first people to hear all of this. I hope you enjoy it, see what works and what doesn't. So, I'm 42 years old, and I just finished college, but I was also 42. It's pretty awkward when you're the same age as your classmates' parents. In fact, I kind of functioned as a parent to some of them. I would give them rides to school, help them with their homework, buy them beer illegally. Okay, I was more like a bad uncle. I'm so much like their parent that they would fly to see me for Thanksgiving. I think I'm paying for some of their tuition. It was so awkward being around these young kids because I could tell they couldn't really tell how old I really was. In their minds, they're sitting around thinking, Does he remember what the Civil War was like? Was he around for the invention of fire? They leave for their apartments. They assume I'm getting on the bus to take me back to the retirement center. It was grad school, so many of my classmates were in their early 20s, born this millennium. I was 6 years old when the Berlin Wall fell. My classmates don't even know what the Berlin Wall was. Do you know what the Berlin Wall was?
Yeah.
They thought the Berlin Wall was a mural at a German restaurant. It was hard talking to these kids because we use different language. They use terms like riz, no cap, bussin', and bet. And so bad I needed a translator just to talk to my classmates. No cap. Oh, so there's a dress code. Every conversation feels like I accidentally enrolled in Duolingo on God edition. I don't have the riz, I have arthritis. I Googled one word and my phone responded, so you're over 40, huh? By the time I understand the slang, it's already retired. I'm not looking forward to how often I'll have to update this joke. We definitely dress differently. These kids look like they're going to a rave or a protest, and I look like I'm keeping JCPenney alive. My backpack is utilitarian. It's sleek, black, and has 17 compartments. I have a laptop, charger, power bank, and backup charger. They carry a $200 backpack covered in $4 keychains and a random carabiner that's never held anything. Carrying a laptop, lip gloss, and an emotional support water bottle. Generation Z decorates their backpacks. My generation acts like we might need to flee the country by noon. The first day of class was weird. The kids in class were like, "Hi, I'm Jenny, I'm 21, and I volunteered as a humanitarian in undergrad." I was like, "Hi, I'm Joe, I'm 42, and I have a neurogenic bladder." What's weird is that we don't get treated, I don't get treated the same way they do. My classmates are getting ID'd at bars because they look like they're too young to drink. I'm getting ID'd at the library because I look like I don't belong there. Did you write one of these books? Do you remember when books were a new thing? My classmates drink cold brew. I drink whatever won't hurt my bladder. My classmates panic about grades. I panic about back pain. My classmates live on campus. I live near a pharmacy I trust. My classmates complain about professors. I complain about chair padding. They drink energy drinks. I drink water on purpose. They're worried about hangovers. I'm worried about injuries caused by nothing. What's weird about these kids is that they learn everything from YouTube. In my day, we had our own version of YouTube. It was called Life Experience, which is why we're bad at stuff, but we're really confident about it. Other people on campus treated me differently too. I bonded with the janitors because we've both been through at least one career pivot. I smile at the janitor and he laughs at me because he's making more money than I ever will. I tried to join the university film club, but they never replied. It might be because my email address ended in AOL.com. Maybe I should have used something more current like Hotmail. What's annoying is that the security harasses me every time I'm there. I'm the only student that made security do a wellness check. They don't follow me, they just walk near me and pretend it's a coincidence. I'm the only one security assumes is here to pick someone up. Every time they scan my ID, security's like, huh, still valid. What's tough is when group projects happen. The professor says, get into groups. Everyone immediately looks at their friends. I look around like, does anybody need a father figure? I'm the only one in the group who says things like, I'll bring my floppy disk with the slides. I'll record our discussion on my Walkman. Does anyone have a blank cassette tape? It gets frustrating because these kids don't approach the work the same way I do. They say, I could do the whole project on Snack. I say, we should probably read the rubric. They say, I feel like the rubric is kind of limiting my creativity. I feel attacked by the font choice alone. Now, I did prove to be useful sometimes. What's weird is that we had to do a project where we interviewed somebody over 65 years old. First of all, I had to remind my classmates, I don't qualify. I remember life before email, not before automobiles. But I could act as a translator between these Gen Z kids and the baby boomers they had to interview. I translate back in my day into, this could have been an email. I translate kids these days into, I forgot my password. My neurogenic bladder even came in handy. I could cut off a random boomer story without being rude. Sorry, medical break. College campuses are confusing now. They have so many places that I'm not used to, that they didn't used to have. College campuses today have a quiet room. When I was 18, my quiet room was when I got stuffed in my locker. These campuses have space. My safe space was home. They have an emotional wellness pod. My emotional wellness pod was a parking lot and a cigarette. Kids today are like, I need a mental health day. At 18, my mental health day was walk it off and rub some dirt on it. What's weird is that even the professors have changed. They say things like, protect your energy. I'm like, buddy, I lost that charger years ago. Technology really exposes my age. The professor says, just submit it on Canvas. Great, that means a trip to Hobby Lobby. These kids type notes like court reporters. I'm over here pecking away like, hold on, I need to change the ribbon on my typewriter. They use AI to write essays. I use AI to ask, please explain AI to me. Like I'm tired. I thought it was Al. Social life is weird when you're in college at 42. The kids invite me out like, let's go to a party. I say, awesome, I'll bring the deviled eggs. I ask, what time's the party? 10. No, not what time does it end, what time does it start? Yeah, I can't make brunch plans at midnight. They're impressed that I can keep drinking and never need to take a leak. What they don't know is that I'm wearing absorbent undergarments. If I show up to one of these parties, I always get greeted the same way. Who invited somebody's dad? Apparently he's here to break up the party. We all gotta leave. Dating as a 42-year-old college student is awkward too. I don't know how these women can turn me down. I'm all the awkwardness of dating your professor without any of the great benefits. I just keep hoping one of my classmates will introduce me to her single mom. I'd make a great classmate / stepdad. When I finally graduated, it was the greatest moment. I walked across the stage, took the diploma, looked at the dean and said, I did it, without throwing out my back. What's weird is that there were advantages to being an older student. These kids were all lost, trying to figure out who they are. I'm not lost, I know exactly who I am. I'm the guy who shows up, does the work, and then leaves early because I am not going to miss the early bird special at the Wigman elevator. I'm not lost in life. I'm just taking the scenic route with a student discount. Let's talk a little bit more about dating. Dating when you're a 42-year-old student is tough because we were in such a different place in our lives. It seems like we should have had so much in common. She's got a 6-figure salary, and I've got 6 figures in debt. She just got a promotion at work, and I just got off academic probation. I assumed women were ghosting me because I was a student. I didn't have an established career. But now I finished school. I've graduated and I have a job. And I've come to learn, nope, that wasn't it. I thought women were waiting for me to finish school and get a career. Turns out women were waiting for me to be somebody else. Balding doesn't help. I've actually been taking hair regrowth pills for over a year now. It's frustrating because they're really expensive. The only thing that's growing is my financial resentment. The pills didn't give me hair. They gave me a monthly reminder that this is my face now. What's stupid is that I grew my hair out last year and had sort of a code forward thing going on. I wasn't fooling anyone, so I cut it off. The wind exposed me like a whistleblower. I wasn't hiding baldness, I was highlighting it. It's honestly weirder being single at 42 than being a student at that age. I got divorced 10 years ago, and I haven't had a significant relationship since then, so I've basically been single for 10 years. A student at 42, and they're like, he's still finding himself. Single at 42, and they're like, oh, nobody's found him yet? My friends often make it sound temporary. They're like, you just haven't met the right person yet. Yeah, at this point, I haven't met the right person. I've met a statistically significant sample size. Maybe I'm single because I say things like statistically significant. Friends and relationships love giving advice. They're like, you just gotta put yourself out there. Right, says the guy who met his wife when Bush was president. Cool, man, let me just dust off my MySpace profile and see what happens. Hit up some honeys on AOL Instant Messenger. Dating apps are wild when you've been single that long. At first you're hopeful, you're like, okay, new chapter. Scrolling to your birth date is annoying. At my age, it takes forever. It's like spinning the big wheel and the price is right. Come on, big money, big money. 6 years in, you're like, why am I explaining my personality to strangers like it's a Craigslist couch? My dating profile is like, well-loved, a little lumpy, couple stains, decent legs, not a lot of hair. And the profiles lie. Everyone's like, I love traveling. No, you don't. You love 2 vacations you took 5 years apart. I don't say I love traveling. I say I love being home and occasionally being just as miserable somewhere unfamiliar. After 10 years single, your standards get weird. I'm no longer looking for the one. I'm looking for the one who won't touch my thermostat and who can coexist with my system. What's weird is that I found positives to being single. People ask, don't you get lonely? Sometimes, but then I remember I can eat cereal for dinner and no one tries to turn it into a conversation. Being single this long changes how you argue. I don't fight with people, I deactivate emotionally. I'm like, wow, this reminds me why I'm single. After 10 years, you stop missing dating. You miss the version of yourself and thought it would work. That guy had hope. That guy shaved his neck. People say, you'll meet someone when you stop looking. Buddy, I stopped looking in 2017. The universe saw that and said, good, we'll make this permanent. I stopped looking when Obama was president. If not looking worked, I would have been through 3 more divorces by now. If I meet someone now, it's going to be accidental. Like we both reach an item at Costco and go, well, I guess this is it. But honestly, after 10 years single, I realized something. I'm not broken. I'm just as assembled as I get. And if someone comes along, great. If not, I've got peace, cereal, a Costco membership that says ready to mingle, and the thermostat exactly where I want it. Thank you. Keep it going. Let's go quickly.
Pero sana mix bag. Ayan, pwede magsalita ulit. Wala, kumain na yung net.
Make some noise. Come on, Wakeman, we're having a good time tonight. All right. Man, who's having some drinks in here tonight? Just this table right there. All right, you guys, I can tell that's why you sat on the patio. Right there. If the cops show up, we're closest to the parking lot. Okay, that's right. Okay, all right. Good times. All right. You're good at something? That's good. Okay, all right. You're good at talking during comedy shows. That's what you're good at. I can tell we're gonna have a good time tonight right here, all right? Yes, they're like, look, these people can't be in the building, all right? We can't put them outside, put them on the porch, all right? Can we close this door? Can we close this door, all right, right here? How do we shut the garage door? All right. So, oh man. What do you want to talk about tonight? Not a lot going on in our world, you know? Nothing much. Epstein files. Yeah, anybody here in the Epstein files? Put your hand out. That's weird, all right? Here's the thing. People are like, what if your favorite celebrity is in the Epstein files? I'm like, look, I'm pretty sure Tim Misney is not in the Epstein files, okay? That joke only works here in Ohio, right? Here's the thing, like, you ever see that Tim Misney billboard and like, it's so intimidating. He's like, I'll make them pay. I'm like, who's them? Okay, who's they? Is it me? I don't want to pay. Like, you see that Tim Misney billboard, and even if you're not breaking the law, you just shape up, right? You like sit your seat up, you drive the speed limit, you buckle your seatbelt, you put the cap back on your beer. You're like, I am not getting arrested by this guy, okay? Like, that guy is so intimidating, all right? Like, and I think about this because you may not know this, but you're about to find out. My full-time job, I'm a pastor, all right? Yeah, and usually when I say that, people are like, oh, you're a pastor? That's cool. At which prison? Because like when people come to the church like that work at, they don't assume I'm a pastor. They just assume we have a recovery program. You know? But like, could you imagine if Tim Misney was a pastor? He just stands up at the pulpit and grabs on it, lifts that eyebrow, and you're like repenting of stuff you didn't even do. You know? He's just up there like, I'll make them pray. He's like Mr. Clean's evil twin. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, not a lot of stuff. Oh, Ozempic, right? Ozempic's huge right now. Anybody here on Ozempic? Okay, raise your. It's not working. Anyway, I saw this girl and I think she was on Ozempic. And like, here's the reason. Not because she was like big, but I think people are like trying to like be on Ozempic and they're like, I'm going to challenge this thing. I'm going to try to out-eat Ozempic, right? This girl, here's why I think she was on Ozempic, because she was drinking tequila and gravy. I didn't know that was a drink, okay? Like, she was just like, yeah. And then, like, we were hanging out with some friends or whatever, and this, one of my friends, he's a big guy, right? He's like, he's big, right? And he was like, I want to get on Ozempic, but I'm not sure if I would qualify. And I was like, you'll qualify, okay? And he thought it was because he was fat, and I was like, no, because your financial status, you'll be good, all right? But... And here's the thing, is I feel like if Ozempic goes nationwide, that's going to be the best thing for, hey, thank you. Hi, how's it going? No, it's fine. You want to come tell some jokes? Okay. So if Ozempic goes like huge, I feel like that's going to be the best thing for a lot of food restaurants. Like Hardee's is going to be like, we're so back. You know, like KFC is going to come back with that, remember that bowl that KFC used to have? It was like mashed potatoes, gravy, chicken, corn, cheese, basically prison food that you could get at a drive-thru, right? Because I think you could do that and Ozempic is like going to override it or something. I don't know. Yeah. I love that people are walking right in front of me. It doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't throw me off at all. Not at all. Please be on your phones. Just walk right here. It's cool. Come on up, tell some jokes. AI is coming for our jobs. Anybody worried about that? Because they're like, AI is coming for your jobs. I'm like, well, you know, I think I'm okay. Because I'm pretty sure that AI is not going to drink like 3 whiskeys and then tell jokes from a set that he hasn't memorized. I'm good. I'm fine with that. So, yeah. And so here's the thing. Joe and I have been doing comedy for a couple of years now, and we call it a comedy tour, right? But here's the thing. That's a very liberal use of the word tour, because most comedians, like real comedians, when they go on tour, they take like planes and buses. Like, I could ride my bike to every show that I've ever done, okay? And it's mostly bars and wineries. It's basically the route of a guy who is riding his bike because he got too many DUIs. You ever try to figure out why somebody is riding their bike based upon what they're wearing? Yeah, like if they're wearing like those really tight shorts and that tight shirt, you're like, all right, they're working out, you know? But if they're wearing jeans, you're like, DUI, right there, yeah. He's riding his bike to his construction job. That's right. Yeah. Any construction workers in the house tonight? Okay, right there. Yep, a couple of you. Let me narrow it down. Any concrete workers in the house? Make some noise if you're a concrete worker. One guy back there. Okay. Here's the thing. Concrete workers are just roofers who drink too much to be that high up in the air. All right, so they gotta keep them on the ground, right? You're laughing because it's true. Here's the thing: is if you are a roofer and you pass a drug test, they fire you. That's it is true, right? Yeah, a little bit, right? Yeah. You go to an interview at a roofer job, and they're like, "Do you do drugs?" And you're like, "No." They're like, "Are you an alcoholic?" "No." "Have you been divorced?" "No." You're not gonna make it. This isn't for you, okay? All right, go do concrete. Yeah. I was a little. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was kind of frustrated before I got to the show tonight. No, please talk during my set. It doesn't bother me at all. I was a little frustrated before I got to the show tonight, and here's why. Because I'm like the cook in our house, and I had to make dinner for my family before we came to the show. And I was frustrated. I told my wife, I was like, you know what? I'll bet Jim Gaffigan or Nate Bargatze doesn't have to make dinner for his family before he goes and does comedy. And my wife's like, you're probably right, but I'll bet Jim Gaffigan's wife doesn't have to make six figures so he can go pretend to do comedy at the Wakeman Cracker Barrel. No, I didn't went out to Chipotle and said, I love Chipotle, and here's why. I love Chipotle because like the tables are stainless steel and all the stools are bolted to the floor, and it reminds me of eating in jail. And the other thing I like about Chipotle is they don't have mayonnaise, all right? I know that sounds weird, but I hate mayonnaise, all right? Does anybody else here hate mayonnaise, or am I the only one who hates mayonnaise? Okay, thank you, girl in the Bass Pro Shop. Thank you. Do you fish, or did you just buy that because it's cool? No, that's cool. Yeah, I know, because I didn't know if you were like a professional bass fisherman or something, and you're like, I gotta get the hat. No, you're like, I just had $5 and I went to Cabela's. Okay, so the thing is like mayonnaise is so gross, right? Like I hate mayonnaise so much. I think my dad used to beat me with a jar of mayonnaise when I was a kid, and it's just some repressed like memory. Okay, here's how gross mayonnaise is. If you have lice, you can put mayonnaise on your head and it kills the lice. Okay, that's how bad mayonnaise is for you. All right, if you eat it, you're gross. All right. I do like Waffle House. And maybe you're like, wow, I didn't know you were white trash. I am, okay? Here's the thing with Waffle House, all right? Waffle House is like Cracker Barrel with a felony. Waffle House is so cool. Here's the thing, is like, if I'm married, and before you get married, people give you advice, all right? And it's usually never good advice, all right? Like, for example, somebody was like, hey, you know, it says in the Bible, actually, it's like, hey, don't go to bed, or don't let the sun go down while you're angry, right? My wife and I have been up since Tuesday. A lot of bad sayings, like stupid sayings. You ever heard this saying? Hey, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. I got a better saying. Don't go to gunfights. Like, what are you doing? Right? That's a terrible advice. But here, this is true. Somebody gave a friend, they didn't give me this advice, they gave a friend of mine this advice. They're like, listen, if you're ever arguing with your spouse and you want the fight to end, all you have to do is argue naked. Just take your clothes off and argue naked and the fight will end. I'm like, yeah, well, it's pretty hard to argue when your wife's laughing at your body. But I was like, all right, we're going to try this, okay? So my wife and I get in this argument about something stupid, a home renovation or something. I was like, all right, we're going to take off our clothes, we're going to argue. And what do you know? It worked. Like the fight stopped immediately because it's really hard to keep arguing when you're being escorted out of an Applebee's by the police. I'm kidding, it wasn't Applebee's, it was a Waffle House. I feel like if you got naked at a Waffle House, like they would give you a job because you're like, this person will do anything to win a fight, okay? And because like Waffle House is not a place to mess around, right? Like if you took all of the Waffle House employees in America and sent them over to Ukraine, that war would be over tomorrow, right? It's true, yeah. No, my wife and I, we believe in a very traditional marriage. It's where she has a real job and I do this. So, and really the reason I'm doing this is, because I have a full-time job at a church, but the reason I'm doing this is pretty obvious, and that's because I'm broke. It's true. Anybody else here broke besides me? Come on, times are tough. Here's the thing. Have you ever been so broke you tell your kids you're going to take them to the zoo and you just take them to the Humane Society? And their friends are like, did you get anything, any souvenirs from the zoo? And they're like, yeah, ringworm. We all got ringworm. It was great. Like, here's the thing, is like, if you go into ministry full time, basically one day you wake up and you're like, you know what, I don't like money. Okay, I've thought about this. Actually, when I baptize people, I want to bring up the iPad with that tip screen on it. How do we do? Did we get all this in off? You want to do 25%? 15, 20%? I don't know. Just some of this in? I don't know. Whatever. No. My wife is great. She pays the bills and I keep the house running, which sounds pretty noble until you realize that keeping the house running means day drinking and swearing at the Wi-Fi. Right? Yeah, come on. It was nice out today. How many, I'm not the only one that was day drinking, okay? It was really nice out today, okay? Yeah, raise your hands, come on. Okay, it was just me. All right, I have a problem. Anyway, yeah. No, but I am a pastor full-time at the chapel. Any chapel people here tonight? Listen, anything I say tonight, you're not allowed to tell the other pastor, okay? Because I need that job, like I have insurance and stuff. And, you know, like I said, like, I look like a pastor who also sells nunchucks at the flea market, you know? Like, people ask me where the vape shop is. It's like, I know where it is, but that's insulting, okay? Here's how I would describe my look. Like, if you went to a hotel and they had a pool and I was the only guy in the pool, you would not let your kids into that pool. Okay? No, it's true. Here's how this was like, I get insulted politely. Like, one time I was at Ollie's, the bargain outlet store. Anybody shop there? Okay, we can tell. Anyway, so a guy comes up to me and he asks me where something is. I was like, dude, I don't work here. He's like, but you probably know, right? Like, yeah, it's an aisle 4.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I look like I know somebody who will buy your catalytic converters. Like, I look like after this show, I got to go finish my shift at Waffle House, right? So, no, and it's weird. I just cut my hair. I had really long hair, and people are like, you look like Jesus. And I was like, yeah, I look like Jesus if he worked out just enough to keep his cholesterol under 200 and be mediocre at pickleball. Like, people compare me to Jesus all the time. They're like, you're nothing like Jesus. And I'm like, you're right. That's true. Yes. So, and again, like, if you see me at church, you don't assume I'm the pastor. And the reason is because of the tattoos, right? Because I feel like once you get like a chest tattoo or hand tattoos, that really limits your job opportunities, right? You can either be like a mechanic, a criminal, or a pastor, apparently, right? They will hire anybody. Actually, I got a lot of my tattoos because I was a bartender for 8 years before I went into ministry, you know, as you do. And they're like, oh, you were a bartender for 8 years? Go work with children. Do the water and the wine thing. I don't know. And here's the thing is, like, when I was a bartender, I was like one of the flair bartenders. So I was the guy that like juggled the bottles and like did fire breathing and stuff. And here's the thing. Whenever we would do the juggling the bottles, people would always bring up that movie with Tom Cruise. What's it called? Cocktail, right? And we got so tired of hearing that we all collectively decided as a bar staff, we would just act like we had never heard of that show or that movie ever, right? And so they're like, oh, you're like Tom Cruise in that movie. I was like, oh, Top Gun? They're like, no, the bar one. I was like, oh, Risky Business. They're like, what? No, when Tom Cruise was a bartender, I was like, oh, Roadhouse. They're like, that's Patrick Swayze. I was like, nobody puts baby in a corner. Yeah. Then they quit asking. So, and if you've never been to our church before and you wonder if I'm any good at preaching, it's like, well, I'm doing this now. So there you go. No, I'm a bad preacher for 2 reasons. 1, I look like this, and 2, I preached it. I wish this was a joke. I preached an entire sermon. I don't know. I'm going to preach over here for a little talk. I preached an entire sermon with my zipper down. I wish that was a joke. Some of you remember it. What was that? I can always do concrete, right? I don't drink that much. Here's the thing is nobody remembers anything about that message that day, all right? They're at home like, how was church today? Pastor Joe was very open. And I'm up there like, man, the Spirit is moving in here today. Praise the Lord. and it was just a breeze, actually. Yeah. I did a show last Saturday for St. Paul, the Catholic Church in Norwalk, right? Any Catholics in here tonight? Make some noise. All right, Catholics, yeah. Any Christians in here tonight? Because there's a difference. Right? Catholics, they're like Christmas, Easter. That's when we go to church, the right place. If I offend any Catholics in here, isn't there a guy I just pay and I can still go to heaven? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Here's the thing: is it's a big season right now at our church because Easter is coming up, right? We got Easter, we got Good Friday, and I was like, Good Friday. Does Jesus know we're calling it that? You can laugh at that. What are you calling it? Friday, bad Friday, regular Friday. I don't know. It's bad Friday, right? Here's the thing. Easter's coming up, and every Easter, our church gets very full, right? And I have to usually go on stage and ask people to kind of scoot in to open up seats along the aisles. And I'll be like, come on, everybody scoot in. We're all going to be together in heaven someday anyway. Well, maybe not all of them. Because some of you we haven't seen since Christmas. Okay? Some of you are Catholic. Anyway, so, because here's what I think salvation decreases the further you go back in the church. Like front row people, they're there, they've got their Bibles, they're saved. Middle of the row, we're not sure. Back row, they're like, look, we're not trying to meet Jesus. We're just checking in, all right? We'll see you at Christmas. Yeah. And then I thought about this, okay? I think about a lot of weird stuff because I have a lot of time on my hands because I'm a pastor and most of our congregation thinks I only work on Sunday. So I was thinking about this, like, all right, let's say, wouldn't it be weird if, like, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a pastor? Because I didn't. I wanted to be a professional wrestler. Now that I'm 45, I think I'll let that dream go. But, like, if you want to be a football player when you're a kid, what do? You get your friends together, you throw the football around, you know, you practice drills. Like, what would I do as a kid if I wanted to be a pastor? Like, just have all my friends come over, sit in my living room, and just yell at them for a half hour? Like, make them feel guilty for not giving me 10% of their allowance or whatever, right? That's the tithe for you non-Christians, okay? Like, I'm going to start my own church. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get everybody to come to my church, and here's why. Because communion is going to be cheddar cheese combos, tithe 9%. All right, we're going to cut them down right there, yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing, too. I got my Bible degree online. Anybody else here go to college online? Am I the only one who went to college online? Okay, thank you. Thank you. There's somebody over here, too. Here's the thing. When you go to college online, like, it's not a real education. Like, my diploma was a PDF that I had to print off, okay? It's like just a picture of me and my mailman handing me my diploma. Right? That's how it was. But as a pastor, I think about weird stuff. So I've been on a lot of mission trips, and the first mission trip I ever went on was to Philadelphia. And now I know when you think of mission trips, you think of Philadelphia, right? But when we went there, we went to this old Puritan church, and it had been turned into a museum. And when we were there, I was talking to the curator, and what was interesting was on the side of the stairs was a wooden board about 12 inches high. And I was like, what is that? He goes, well, it's an ankle board. And I was like, what is an ankle board? He goes, so when the women went up the stairs in their dresses, the men wouldn't see the women's ankles. Guys, have ankles ever done it for you? You ever just seen a woman's ankle and you're like, those are some childbearing ankles if I've ever seen them in my life. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. I went on this past summer, we were on a mission trip in Mexico. And here's what's interesting is, like, whenever you go on a mission trip, they put you in these old church vans and they're always breaking down. And when we were there and one of the vans broke down, the radiator went bad on this van, all right? And the guy in charge of the ministry is like, it's okay, I know a guy. And I'm like, you don't know a guy. Like, you don't know a guy who has a radiator for a 2005 Ford E350 van, okay? He's like, nope, trust me, just go downtown. Here's where you go. So we go, And we go to this radiator shop, and I walk in, and there's this guy, and he's sitting there, and he's drinking a white Monster, eating a can of tuna. And I'm like, I like this guy already, right? I'm like, this guy does concrete outside work. Anyway, and we tell him the problem, and he's like, no, I've got it right here. He literally had the radiator sitting next to him, and I was like, thank you, Jesus, because that was his name. I was like, it's Jesus. I was like, oh, sorry. Thank you, Jesus, right? And people are like, isn't it dangerous when you go to Mexico? I was like, I don't think it matters, right? Because let's say we got abducted. I don't know if our church would do anything about it. Because I call and be like, hey, it's Pastor Joe. We've been abducted by the cartel, and they want 200,000. Hello? Hello? I just get a text back, be like, we're sending thoughts and prayers. You're sending thoughts and prayers? Send Liam Neeson, okay? Because we've been taken. This is not good. This is not good. When we were in Mexico, one of the high school girls who was with us, she was like, what do you think the chances are that we might see a monster? I'm like, a monster? She's like, yeah, you know, like the energy drink? I was like, oh, I thought you meant like a chupacabra or something. I was like, sorry, that's outside of my jurisdiction. I can't just conjure up a chupacabra or whatever, you know? And then mayonnaise. I was thinking about this, like, what's worse than mayonnaise is Miracle Whip? Well, here's why. It's not a miracle. Seriously, it's just like oil and water and stuff. Unless Jesus is in the factory turning water into Miracle Whip, that's not a miracle, okay? And then, okay, I'm not trying to be blasphemous here. But I was thinking, like, imagine you go to heaven, and I know that's not for all of us. Imagine you go to heaven. Catholics, I'm sorry. Imagine you go to heaven, and you see Jesus, right? It's the most incredible moment of your existence. And he's just a little shorter than you thought he was going to be. Not like shorter, just a little shorter, right? Because I'm like, this is going to be weird because I don't want to hug him and I'm strong. And what if I pick him up and his feet do this? I feel like it would take away from the majesty a little bit of that, you know? Or like I was thinking about this, like, what if Jesus is one of those people who wears natural deodorant? Anybody here wearing natural deodorant? Here's how you can tell, because the person next to you is trying to switch seats with someone else. You stink, okay? You stink if you wear natural deodorant, all right? Listen, it's going to be summer soon. Knock it off. Get some. But like, often because she says it washes off her natural skin biome. I'm like, look, you're not a cast iron skillet. You don't have to walk around seasoned, okay? Because your skin biome is messing with my nose biome. Okay? You smell, right? You smell, right? Or I thought about this too, like, what if there was like a zombie apocalypse, and you're gonna have like a couple people on your team to help you survive the zombie apocalypse, right? Who would you want? I'm thinking like, all right, first of all, I want Chuck Norris because he's gonna wear them booty shorts and snakeskin boots and kick somebody. And I was like, Bear Grylls, because I kind of want to drink my own pee. Anyway, and then I was like, what? Jesus would be a good person to have on your zombie apocalypse team. And then I was like, what if he wasn't? What if he was like weird all the time? You're like, hey, Jesus, we're out of water. And he's like, I am the living water. And we're like, come on, man, knock it off. We get it. We're out of bread. I am the bread of life. Jesus, come on, man. Quit floating around and glowing. Help us fight these zombies, okay? Or I thought about this too. So in the Bible, it talks about like when Jesus comes back, all of the believers, people who are Christians, sorry Catholics, people who are Christians are going to be resurrected and we're going to be with Jesus, right? And I was like, will you be wearing the same clothes that you wore when you were buried?
I can't.
Here's why. Because there's going to be a guy in a beautiful like 3-piece, suit from JCPenney. There's also going to be a guy in a Dale Earnhardt shirt with a Budweiser hat. And I know because I did both of those funerals. It's true. It's going to be weird, right? And then
I can't get out.
Speaking of like the resurrection, a lot of people predict the rapture. So if you don't know what the rapture is, it's this idea where Jesus is going to come back and all the people who are Christians are going to get like raptured up into the sky with Jesus, right? And people have predicted it many, many times and it has never come true, I hope. Anyway, anyway, so the very first time this was predicted was by a guy named William Miller in the 1840s. He predicted the rapture, and it didn't happen apparently. And it was such a failure that people called it the Great Disappointment, which is also what my mother-in-law calls me.
Thank you.
She's not here. You can laugh at that. Okay? Yeah, she doesn't come to my shows. She thinks so. Thank you guys for coming. It's good to see you. Have a good night. I mean, people are like, you gotta love like Jesus. And I'm like, well, not all the time, because I don't think you should love your kids like Jesus. Here's why. Because Jesus is a terrible role model for a father figure. He quits his carpentry job of 30 years to go and be like a traveling speaker, which is like you quitting your construction job and starting a podcast, right? And it's just like he's out there with his buddies turning water into wine, which is like divorced dad with a boat behavior. He just disappears for 3 days, no call, no text, whatever. You're losing custody, okay, Jesus? That's what's happening. Yeah. I'm internet famous. I'm really good at transitions between jokes. If you can't tell. I'm actually internet famous, and I don't know if you know this. I'm internet famous because I got bit by. I used to have a 7.5-foot python. All right, and I know you're surprised by the way that I look. I do look like a guy that would have a pet python, right? So I get bit by this python, and it gets caught. My wife video recorded this. Because she hates me. And so she puts it on social media, it gets blown up, and it's viewed like hundreds of millions of times, right? And the comments are very kind. People are like, I wish it would have killed him. And I'm like, look, I have a family. Why are you doing this, right? But here's the thing is, like, I used to have this 7.5-foot python, and I used to I remember one day I had this python around me, and I'm riding a skateboard out in front of my house, and my neighbors who were trying to sell their house got people who are interested in buying it in the driveway, and they're looking at me, and I'm looking at them, like, what are you looking at? And they're looking at me like, we're looking at you so we know how to describe you to the police when we have to call them because you're on a skateboard with a snake. I'm surprised that the real estate agent didn't come over to my house and be like, look, here's $100. Will you please stay inside until we sell this house, okay? And here's the other thing too, is like, I would take this snake to Rural King, which is the greatest store in America. Okay, any Rural King fans here tonight? Here's the thing, I love Rural King, all right? Because Rural King is the only store that you can go to, you can get popcorn, a cup of coffee, a snake around your neck, buy a leather jacket, a battery for a forklift, an AR-15, and 6 live chickens. And I'm like, that's America right there. Yeah. You're right, Wakeman. Wakeman's like, we were there today. I got 2 AR-15s and a dozen live chickens. Yeah. Well, hey, who's having a couple drinks tonight? Make some noise. Jeff, I didn't know you were going to let all these sinners in here tonight. Man, that's crazy. No, I'm not against drinking. If people assume because I'm a pastor, like I'm not against drink, or I'm against drinking, I'm not. Here's the thing. It's like, I think it's an incredible invention because humans figured out how to take water and like grain and yeast and mix it all together, and then bam, I got to go to therapy. But I think that the alcohol industry is missing out. All right, here's why. You're going to agree with this. You can't tell me cold and flu wouldn't be the greatest selling medication of all time in Northern Ohio, right? Either way, you're not going to work tomorrow, are you? Your boss is like, are you sick or drunk? And you're like, yes. Like if Jack Daniel's cold and flu was a medication, you'd be trying to get sick. You'd be licking dollars, okay? Going to kids' birthday parties you're not even invited to, like, blow out them candles, sneeze on that thing. All right. Listen, if you blow on the candles of your birthday cake, ICE should come into your house. Sorry, the police should come into your house and arrest you, okay? and you should get your credit score lowered because that is disgusting. Like pre-COVID, blow on them candles. After COVID, give it the wave, okay? I don't know. It's disgusting. So, yeah. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be real vulnerable with you guys right now, okay? I like drinking White Claw. Any other men in here like drinking White Claw?
No.
No? You're lying, okay? It's delicious, it's refreshing. Here's the thing. Let's say you're a man and you drink White Claw, right? If you're at a bar and you're drinking a White Claw, the only problem is you better not get into a fight with somebody. Because you cannot look tough holding that skinny little can, right? You're like, what'd you say? That's what I thought you said. You better not get my wife over here, cause some problems, right? I was at a bar in Atlanta with my wife, and it was a very nice bar, and here's how I know, because I had to get patted down before I went inside, all right? And the bouncer was patting me down, and he stopped when he realized that I had chapstick in my pocket. And I felt like I got profiled, you know, because he's like, this guy's not going to cause any problems. He's too worried about lip moisture, right? And then he gave me a hug. It was a good time, okay? I have been profiled before. One time I was at a restaurant, and I ordered a burrito, and the waitress was like, I just want you to know that's real spicy. And I was like, oh, are you saying that because I'm white? She's like, no, it's just you people. I'm like, what do you mean you people? We were on the Margaritaville cruise last year. Anybody ever been on that floating AA meeting? Anybody ever? Seriously, the Margaritaville cruise, am I the only one that's ever been on the Margaritaville cruise? For real? Okay, let me ask you this. So we went on, well, first of all, we went on the Margaritaville cruise last year. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a great cruise. Not the best for kids, okay? They had some games like scavenger hunt, face painting, help your parents find their room, okay? Meanwhile, the parents are like 3 margaritas deep by 11 a.m. trying to remember they even have kids, okay? And here's the thing. When we were on the Margaritaville cruise, one of the things I loved is that all of the employees were from different nations, right? Some of them were from India, some of them were from Africa, some were from Europe. And I was like, this is amazing. I love being exposed to their culture. But I'm not going to lie, about the second day in, I was like, oh, shoot, I think this is Trump's deportation vessel. I was like, honey, I don't know if we're going to make it off this thing. Okay? Any Trump fans in here? Wow. This is only my second Trump rally, so please, I'm a little nervous, all right? And here's the thing, one of the most embarrassing parts about the Margaritaville cruise was I didn't realize until 3 days into the cruise that Jimmy Buffett was dead. For real. Because that's the thing, Margaritaville is Jimmy Buffett. I was like, when's Jimmy gonna perform? They're like, well, he's been dead a long time. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, what if Jimmy Buffett's ghost showed up into my room? Just standing at the foot of my bed, be like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Like, yeah, Jimmy, it's 5 o'clock here in the morning. Get out before you wake up the kids. All right, this is creepy. Here's the thing: if you've never been on the Margaritaville cruise, but you've been on a cruise, what's the first thing that you have to do on the first day of the cruise? Muster station, right? Yes, right. Okay. So if you've never been on a cruise, one of the first things you have to do is you have to get everybody on the cruise down to a certain deck, and you have to get in line based upon what your room is, and you have to go through like this series of instructions about like, hey, look, if this ship goes down, here's what you have to do, right? Very organized, very orderly. And I was like, look, this is the Margaritaville cruise. Everybody's cooked by noon. There is no way you're getting all these people down on this deck 6, right? In all this fashionable order. And then I was like, well, here, I got an idea. What if you just played the cha-cha slide on deck 6? Right? Because you get every white person on that boat down on deck 6, right? Because white people, we love songs that tell us exactly how to dance, right? Left foot, 2 stomp, oh, here we go, right? Yes, you know. And then somebody's like, well, how are you going to get the black people down there? I was like, I'm not doing that joke. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be like, oh, we're giving out free Hennessy and good credit scores down on deck 6, okay? I'm not doing that joke. That's not nice. Okay. listen, I have a black friend, and he said y'all can y'all can laugh at these. Okay. I asked him before I got here today, and I was like, Jerry, can they laugh at the black jokes? He's like, yeah, if they want to get stabbed. Because I do talk about like ethnicity and race, and this is why. Because sometimes I think we take ourselves too seriously. At our church, sometimes we get comment cards. And one time we got a comment card that said that we needed a more racially diverse worship team. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I don't know how I'm going to go about that. What am I just supposed to do? Walk up to some brother and be like, look, man, I noticed you were clapping on time the whole set. Can you play bass? I was at the tattoo shop, surprise, and I asked the tattoo artist, I was like, do you want to hear a joke? And he goes, well, as long as it's not a racist joke. And I was like, why would you even assume that? He goes, well, your hair. I was like, I didn't know racist hair was a thing. Like, I didn't walk into the barber and be like, what cut would you like? Give me the, they're taking all our jobs. You can laugh at that. Give me the, you people, right? Anyway, you can laugh. I'm not going to tell anybody. It's fine. My friend said it was cool. Who's married? Make some noise. Y'all didn't seem that excited. You're like, freaking over here. I love being married. I don't like going to weddings. Quit pointing. I don't like going to weddings, and here's why. Do you ever get a wedding invitation in the mail and you feel like you got a bill? I just, my truck now, I gotta get these idiots $100. So I have a solution, and I want y'all to use this. Let's start giving wedding gifts based upon how long we think the marriage is gonna last. Yeah. Like, let's say it's their first marriage. They went through counseling. They saved themselves for marriage. Like, you're getting cast iron cookware. This thing's gonna last, right? Let's say it's your third marriage, and you've known each other for 2 months, and you're my aunt. You're getting avocados. And why are we even giving wedding gifts? It's like it's the greatest day of your life. Now, like, I also got to give you a gift. You know what we should give gifts for? Funerals. For real. It's like, hey, I'm sorry your aunt died. Here's an air fryer. That helps. That's nice. Sorry about your grandma. Here's a gift card to Target. Thank you so much. That takes this thing off. So, my wife and I, we were at a wedding one time, and they did the anniversary dance. Where you get up and you dance, and if you've been married for 5 years, you sit down. 10 years, you sit down. 15 years. The last couple standing had been married for 72 years.
Wow.
72 years. Can you believe that? Anybody here got that beat? No, because you're dead. All right? and they always want to ask the people, like, what's the secret to being married for 72 years? All right. So they were talking to the husband. They're like, what's the secret to being married for 72 years? They said something about being a good listener. I wasn't paying attention. And this guy, here's the thing. This guy was so old. It could have been Joe Biden. He was so old. Okay? I can do this joke because they're dead now. And they go to the wife and they're like, what's the secret to be married 72 years? And this poor old woman was like, where are we? You can laugh at that. That's fine. Any Mormons tonight? Okay, cool. Mormons can have more than one wife. Like, why do you want more than one disappointed woman in your house? Like, I don't understand that. Because here's the thing, it's like, if you're a Mormon, right, and you mess around and have a bunch of kids with all these different wives, and like your kid gets in trouble, and you're like, you are in so much trouble, you wait till I tell your mother, what's her name? Thank you. One guy thought that was funny. One guy. I want to give you guys a gift. Here's a joke that you can take to your work tomorrow, which is a Saturday or Monday. This is a joke for you. You can just tell people you made this up. Did you hear about the Mormon corner store? It's a little mom and pop shop. All right. I've been married for 15 years. 15 years. Why are you clapping? You don't know if it's good. What if my wife like is just like ruthless, you know? Like, and she's like, you better not tell anybody I meet you. Like, I wouldn't tell anybody, but I would make it a joke during my comedy set. No, I've been married for 14 years, and my wife is like so much better looking than me that when people see us together, they just assume I'm rich. And then when they find out I'm not rich, they're like, well, he must be funny. And then they're here tonight and they're like, that's not it. Must be something else, right? Here's the thing, like, I'm not saying like I'm old, but like my Apple Watch congratulated me yesterday for standing up. They're like, you did it, right? And there's a big discrepancy between my wife and I. Like, she's on TikTok, and I'm on eBay, and it's like she gets ads for concerts, and I get ads for shoes that you don't have to tie. Okay, my wife is on TikTok, and one time she saw this lady, and this lady, God bless her, she had like no arms and no legs. Okay, she's just a torso, right? And I'm not making fun of her at all. I think it was amazing. And my wife was like, well, I feel bad for her. I was like, why? And she's like, well, she doesn't have any arms or legs. She probably gets disability. And I was like, probably? Because if she's not, who is, right? How are you going to deny somebody with no arms and no legs disability, right? Sorry, you're still a torso. Go get a job at IHOP.
Got something against IHOP.
Come back when you're just a bust. But here's the thing: is in the video, the lady had like these. She was lifting weights, okay, with her partial arms. And my wife was like, "That's so inspiring." I was like, "No, you just ruined every excuse you ever have to not go to the gym." Because this lady has no arms and she's lifting weights, and you have two perfectly good Christian arms, and you're still not going, okay? It's not, like, here's the thing. I have a sister who only has 1 foot. She had to have part of her leg removed, which is really sad for her, but it works out for me because I usually get her a gift card for a pedicure for Christmas. So this year I'm just gonna get her half. I think my wife married me because she didn't think I was gonna live this long, and here's why: because she just increased my life insurance. All right. Like, I feel like if like my wife loves me, but she would also want to pull the plug a little too early if I was on life support. She'd be like, he's had a good life, just unplug the machine, and they're like, ma'am, it's a sprained ankle, and she's got a pillow over my face, like, I said, shut the machine off. And like, my wife loves me, but she also loves sleeping. And I feel like if I died in the morning, she'd still be to bed on time. She's like, I can't believe he's gone. Is it 9:30 already? Oh my goodness, it has been a long day. Yeah. And look, I'm not trying to be crass, but I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people over the age of 50 die in the bathroom on the toilet, right? Which is sad, right? But I told my wife, I was like, I'm not trying to go out like that. If that ever happens to me, please drag me out of the bathroom and make it look like I was doing something else. Like, put me by your car and just like act like I was working on your car and I died. And then I was like, my wife doesn't know a lot about cars, so the police would show up and they'd be like, what happened? She'd be like, I don't know, he was working on the car and then he died. And they're like, well, why does he have a spatula and a chainsaw? Yeah. One of my wife's hobbies is telling me how to drive. Any other wives here like telling their husbands how to drive? Yeah, okay. Quit pointing! Okay? Why are you pointing? Listen, our church offers marriage counseling. Be a part of that. My wife tells me how to drive so much that I think if she let Jesus take the wheel, she would tell him how to drive. She'd be like, Jesus, you're going the wrong way. And he'd be like, I am the way. If you didn't get that joke because you're not a Christian, I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes. About the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. My wife will be like, we'll go to a restaurant and she's like, do you want to eat outside? I'm like, if you want a divorce, just say it. I hate eating outside. Like, I make too much money to eat outside, okay? It's stupid. And here's another thing about my wife. She had a gas station hot dog when she was pregnant with our son. This is important, okay? Here's the thing, is if you eat gas station hot dogs, I'm not judging you. But a series of events have gone wrong in your day that lead you to eating. I'm going to finish my dissertation. I'm going to clean the house and eat, and that's what leads you to eating gas
Agoy,
station hot dog.
mahirap
And my wife ate
bawal
a gas station hot dog
mag-salita.
when she was pregnant with her son. And I was like, that explains a lot, because one time my son was outside playing basketball and he tried to dunk the basketball and he goes, Cody Bryant. Cody Bryant is not a basketball player. Kobe Bryant is a basketball player. Cody Bryant is probably a country singer, because if you take Cody and Luke and Brian and mix them together, you got a country singer name, right? You had a junior on the end, you got a NASCAR driver, right? Here's the thing, is like, I love my son. He is super smart. Thank you guys for coming. This is as edgy as this show is gonna get. One time I got to dress up as the Chick-fil-A cow. It's a long story. I've been in a lot of situations, okay? And I just tell my son, he's like 7 years old, and he goes, oh, cool, Dad, are you gonna have the 4 wieners? He thought the udders were wieners, okay? And I was like, listen, son, when you go to school, do you go into the school or you just hang out in the playground all day, right? That's not the worst part. The worst part is that summer at the county fair, he had milked a cow. What did he tell his friends he was doing? I have a daughter who goes to Mississippi State. Any Mississippi State alumni in the house tonight? I didn't think so, because y'all look like you can read. Look, I'm just being real. Mississippi State has the lowest literacy rate of any state in the union, okay? We went to a Mississippi State football game with my daughter, and all of the fans were holding up signs that said, Hail State. And I was like, oh, y'all can't spell Mississippi. For real, right? And here's the thing is, like, my daughter roasted me one time because my wife is younger than me, like a lot younger than, like, it's not weird. Like, you don't have to call anybody, okay? Like, her parents didn't have to drop her off at our wedding, okay? Like, it's not that. But my daughter was like, well, my wife was reminiscing. She's like, oh my gosh, Joe, could you imagine if we had met in high school? And my daughter's like, why would they bring an 8-year-old to high school? So we punished her by making her go to Mississippi State. And here's the thing too, like, my daughter, she's very funny, right? She actually writes jokes for me. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you some of her jokes. But here's the thing, my daughter is a pastor's kid. And she's dating a boy who is also a pastor's kid. And I'm like, if these two ever get married, those kids will never see the inside of a public school, right? Just a bunch of homeschool kids running around dressed head to toe in denim with Bible names calling me Peepaw Joe. Peepaw Joe, Mama said the liberals is trying to take our rights away. Peepaw Joe, they done changed the Cracker Barrel logo. Peepaw Joe, they done shot Charlie Kirk. Peepaw Joe, Mama gave me some essential oils for my measles. Peepaw Joe, can we watch Fox News? Get away from me, Priscilla. Listen, if you didn't know that Priscilla was a Bible name, I'd love to talk to you for a few minutes after the show tonight about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, okay? But yeah, so those are my 2 kids. I got 3 allegedly. I'm married. I allegedly have 3 kids. All right, and my older 2 kids are 21 and 22. We've been married for 15 years, which you have to do the math. My older 2 kids are 6 and 7 years premature. No, I had a previous marriage, and it didn't work out, right? My ex-wife and I, we were so different. Like, she liked to go to bed early, get up early, clean the house, work out. I like to stay out late, wake up in jail, you know? Like, I like to wake up feeling like P. Diddy. Can we still say that? No, we can't say that anymore, sorry. Here's the thing, though. Like, people will ask me, because I'm 45. Like, I'm not old, but I'm, like, older. Like, my friends will be like, hey, do you want to go whitewater rafting? I'm like, look, no. Like, if I go whitewater rafting, I'm either going to meet my insurance deductible or I'm going to meet Jesus. Okay? But when I was younger, I'd do anything. friends would be like, look, do you want to go to the moon? And I'd be like, sure, give me 30 minutes. I got to quit my job, right? I'd do anything. Like, I'd mess around and ended up P. Diddy's house or something. I don't know. But here's the thing is like, you know, having a previous marriage, I paid child support, and I think you should. But I'm not going to lie. When my kids turned 18, I was looking forward to that pay raise, okay? And then I found out this, that if the kids turn 18 before they graduate, you don't actually stop the child support when they turn 18. It stops when they actually graduate. And I told child support that I was like, okay, that's fine, but I'm going to be on the phone with you at commencement. They got their diploma. Now stop the payments. All right, I'm done. Okay? I just got my son paid off. I'm not trying to upgrade to a newer model. That's it. No, but I like my kids. I like my kids a lot. I don't like other people's kids. Here's the thing, like, because I'll tell people like this. I'll tell people like, I don't like kids, right? And they're like, that's messed up. And then I'll tell people I don't like babies, and they're like, that's even worse, right? Here's the thing is, I don't like babies. Let me ask you this. Everybody's here tonight, having a good time, having a few drinks. Listen to the most mediocre comedy. Thank you for coming. Listen to the most mediocre comedy you've heard in Wakeman, right? Let's just say we brought 50 babies in here. Would it be better or worse? Worse, right? Because babies suck, okay? Like, I'm just like, babies are not good. But there is somebody who hates babies more than I do. You know who that is? Newt Gingrich, his parents. Okay, so Newt Gingrich was Speaker of the House, okay? His parents looked at this baby, and they were like, this is God's precious gift to us. We're about to name this baby Newt, okay? And then I was thinking about this. What if Newt's dad always wanted a pet Newt when he was a kid, and his mom wouldn't let him have it, so he's like, all right, I'm about to get this woman back. I'm about to name her grandbaby Newt, right? Any of you have a kid named Newt? Okay, thank you. All right. But then I was like, is that what we're going to do? We're just going to name our kids after stuff our parents didn't give us? Because I'm going to be like, this is my son Nintendo and his sister's dirt bike and affection. But no, I don't like kids. We had a foreign exchange student last year from Italy. And here's the thing, if you don't like kids, get a foreign exchange student, and I'll tell you why. Because you only got to keep them for like 10 months versus like your real kid, you got to keep them for like 10 years. It's crazy. Way longer than that, okay? But if you don't like him, so we had this kid from Italy. His name is Fabio Mario, which sounds like we made that up, okay? Like we just picked the most Italian name we could think of. What's his name? Fabio Mario Linguini? I don't know. But here's the thing. Fabio was like one of the smartest kids I've ever met in my life. He could speak 4 languages. But sometimes in the morning when he got up and he wasn't like all together, he was tired, like his English wasn't working. And so I was talking to him one morning because Hurricane Helene had just come through the U.S. and we were about to get Hurricane Milton. And I was like, Fabio, we're about to get another hurricane. And he goes, oh no, another Burger King? I was like, dude, honestly, I don't know which one's worse, you know? But I asked Fabio what he missed most about home. And it wasn't the food, it wasn't his family. He said he missed his bidet. Now wait a minute, I'm sure none of you have a bidet, okay? Oh, you have a bidet, you're not from here. Okay, anybody over here have a bidet? Okay, I didn't think so, all right, because you don't look like you're moist right now. Nobody likes that word moist. What am I supposed to say, damp? Okay. Here's the thing, I was like, look, Fabio, I'm not putting in a bidet, okay, because I don't know anything about it. What's the pressure situation? Is it like a drinking fountain? Is it like a car wash? Like, what if I had the pressure up too high? Now I gotta put all my clothes in the dryer. Like, that's gross, right? And then I was like, look, what do you just got a wet, look, this is as edgy as it's gonna get, all right? I'm like, you got a wet butt just walking around, right? You just squeaky, okay? Like, I'm not trying to be like that. And then somebody one time was joking around with me and they're like, no, everybody has their own butt towel. It's like, you get your own butt towel? They're like, yeah, everybody has their own butt towel. I was like, listen, I have really bad eyesight. I'm not trying to dry my face off at night. Mess around and get somebody's butt towel, okay? Because, like, imagine somebody comes to your house come downstairs and they're like, hey, I just want you to know I use the bidet and I use one of the butt towels. They're like, butt towels? I don't know any butt towels. They're like, the ones with the B on them. I'm like, my last name's Binkley. Wedding gift. Butt towel. My kids just do, like, I don't write jokes and you're like, we can tell. But my son, my oldest son, he's in the military. One time he was like, Dad, is a horoscope when they put a camera in your butt? I was like, no, son, that's a colonoscopy. A horoscope is one who keeps crystals in her pocket, thinks she should break up with her boyfriend because Mercury is in retrograde. But a few of us have had a colonoscopy in here, right? Jeff, you're what, 60-something? You probably have one tomorrow, right? Just clear liquids tonight, okay? We were at a show one time and this guy raised his hand and he said, I've had 27 colonoscopies. I was like, that's gross. like, just install a camera. Like, you just trying to, thank you. You're just trying to like shoot a feature-length movie of your, anyway, here's the thing is I wonder like, how do they get people to do that job? Is it just med school recruits at colleges be like, look, do you have a passion for videography and butts? Okay, because we got the job for you, all right? Or maybe it's disciplinary, like if you're a heart surgeon, but you suck at it, and they're like, listen, if you screw up one more heart surgery, you're gonna be sticking cameras and butts for the rest of your career. Okay? But my youngest son, going back, his name is Mac, and one time he was telling me about this thing, and Wakeman, you're gonna know what this is. It was called a pig scramble. Have you ever heard of a pig scramble before? Okay, now it sounds like a breakfast you could order at Cracker Barrel, but it's not, okay? A pig scramble actually, and here's the thing is I think Cracker Barrel is so cool that they would just go with it. You know, you just tell the server on like the pig scramble and she's like, all right, do you want sawmill gravy and biscuits with that? She's at the cook, be like, and the cook's like, I don't know what a pig scramble is. She's like, just give them ham, sausage, and bacon, chop it up, let's go. And why do the Cracker Barrel servers have stars on their apron like it's the military? Excuse me, Lieutenant Betty, can I have another mini liquor bottle of maple syrup for the road, please, right? And what's up with the sawmill gravy at Cracker Barrel? Because that stuff tastes like it was cooked in a dirty ashtray. It's disgusting. Anyway, we're talking about pig scramble. So a pig scramble is where it happens at the county fair because that's the only place where laws don't exist, apparently. They grease up a pig and you gotta catch it. And I was like, that's the most Wakeman thing I have ever heard of in my entire life, right? Because I tell you, they're not out in California just rubbing down a vegan with coconut oil and letting them loose through a Whole Foods. And you gotta try to catch them. Like what would the prize be? Like some essential oils and a COVID booster? Oh, I felt like I hit the limit right there with the COVID booster. Here's the thing, I'm not gonna talk about the COVID booster or the COVID shot because it's too contentious, Wakeman. I'm gonna say one thing. I have had people tell me I'm not gonna get the COVID vaccine because I don't know what's in it. And these are the same people that I have witnessed eat gas station hot dogs. Okay? Here's the other thing. My dad didn't get the COVID booster and he died in 2017. We're talking about pig scramble. Okay, so he says if you catch the pig, you either get $40 or you get to keep the pig. And I was like, well, which one would you choose? And he goes, the money. And I was like, why? He goes, because I don't like pigs, I like cash. And I was like, okay, Snoop Dogg. Because that's like an NWA lyric right there. And if you know who NWA is, you need Jesus. All right, so I was telling you how much time we got here. I'm supposed to keep going until y'all stop laughing. Okay, so my daughter, she actually writes jokes for me. My daughter's name is Maya, and she has a stupid sense of humor like I do. So she sends me jokes, and I read them as she sends them. And if you laugh, I give her some money. Okay, so would you like to hear Maya's jokes?
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. So she says, One of my pet peeves is little measuring spoons, and when you buy them, they all come on one ring. So when you use one spoon, you either have to commit to washing the whole ring or fumble the dirty ones off and on. So gradually, they all make their way off the ring, and it's this sort of awkward, not together, kind of together situation like my parents. She says, I worked the breakfast shift at Chick-fil-A today, and the waiter normalizing eating fried chicken for breakfast as well. How are you going to have a chicken and eggs on one biscuit? That's a 2-generation sandwich. It's like you're trying to flex on the chicken. We'll steal your eggs and then put you in the sandwich with them because we're Christians. I have this tattoo on my knuckles that says YHWH, which is the Hebrew spelling of the word Yahweh. And I showed it to Maya, and she goes, does that mean you hoes want hamburgers? So she lives in Mississippi, and she went to this Baptist church, and on the calendar of events for the week was a wild game feed. And I was like, I want to go to that just so I can pray for the meal. Dear Jesus, we just want to thank you for these possum ribs and these raccoon ankles, God. And we just thank you we just ask that you would bless them to the nourishment of our bodies. And Lord, you work in mysterious ways. But Lord, we just thank you for our brother Cody Bryan, who hit him with a square body Chevy to bring this food to the nourishment of our bodies. In Jesus' name, amen. That's right. Hell yeah! You guys are like, we actually need you at a feed we have coming up this week. Yeah. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to probably go get some gas station hot dogs. And here's why. First of all, I live in Norwalk, okay? And we just got a brand new Mickey Mart, which is the Taj Mahal of Norwalk, okay? It is the nicest building in Norwalk, okay? We were so pumped when this thing opened, like, we were scheduling weddings around the opening, okay? Like, I had a gift registry at this place, okay? And I love gas stations, right? And I'll tell you why in a minute, but, like, I go there and, like, here's the thing. Gas station hot dogs, if you've ever eaten one, I'm not going to judge you. But it's like the meat equivalent of losing custody of your children. Like, have you ever looked at the ingredients on a gas station hot dog? It's a suicide hotline number, okay? That's what's on these, okay? Like, I was at the Mickey Mart and I asked the guy, I was like, how long have those hot dogs been on that roller machine? And he's like, since the Bush administration. I was like, which one? He's like, it doesn't matter, right? And I ate a gas station hot dog the other day, not because I was hungry, but because I stopped loving myself for a minute, okay? And it's not like you eat a gas station hot dog and it like doesn't digest, it like takes up rent in your stomach. Like I've tried everything, okay? I've tried Tums, I've tried Pepto-Bismol, I've tried prayer, I got baptized. It just won't leave my stomach, all right? And when I go to a gas station, the weirdest thing happens, all right? Look, I like shopping at gas stations because people are like, you need to shop local, right? You need to shop small. Here's the thing. You go to like these local stores downtown and they don't sell anything that you need. Like they're not selling mops or cigarettes or, you know, like hats. They're like, we sell shirts for horses. And they're made out of human hair and they're $1,000. Like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go shop local at my gas station because that's where I shop, right? Gas stations and Walmart. I love Walmart, okay? I'm a Walmart guy. Like I shop at Walmart, you know why? Because that's where Jesus would shop. Because they have all of the things that he needs, right? They have bread, they have wine, they have carpentry tools, they have sinners, right? That's everything that Jesus would need, right? I also shop at the Goodwill. Does anybody here else shop at the Goodwill? Put your hands up, we can tell. Anybody else shop at the Goodwill? Okay, thank you. But I don't like to tell people I shop at the Goodwill because I'm embarrassed, right? So I just call it G-Dubs. People are like, where'd you get that jacket? I'm like, oh, I got it at G-Dubs. They're like, did you get anything else? I'm like, yeah, lice and the flu. But Goodwill, first of all, Goodwill is crazy because one time I went there and they had a whole shelf full of adult diapers, all right? Which is not the joke. The joke is this, how did they get there? Because there's really only two ways. One, somebody's loved one died, and they're like, look, we got all these adult diapers. We can't throw these away. We're about to bless somebody. We're taking these in G-dubs, right? Or some older person was like, that's it. New year, new me. I'm done peeing my pants. Taking these things to Goodwill. And here's the other thing about Goodwill, this is the safest place that you could possibly be. Because let's say riots break out and looting, right? You know where you should go? Goodwill. You know why? Nobody's looting a Goodwill. Why would you loot a Goodwill? You just want to get your stuff back? Like, what are you gonna, like, did you get anything during the riots? Yeah, I got a quesadilla maker, some rollerblades, and my mom's jean jacket. Okay, like, the worst place to work, though, would be the unemployment office. Because if you get fired, you just gotta stay there. Like, you get fired, you just gotta go get in line. They're like, what's your name? You're like, you know my name. But I love gas stations for a lot of reasons. One of them is this. There was this weird phenomenon that was happening to me. That when I would go to gas stations, I would get hit on. And not by the customers, but by the clerks, okay? That is scary. Thank you for adding to the show. Getting hit on by a gas station clerk is like getting a birthday card without any money in it. Like, it's nice, but you're still disappointed, okay? Right? And I was like, I don't know if I should feel good or bad about this, but I told my wife, because I want you to know I got options out there, right? Because I think there's some benefits to having a gas station girlfriend, right? Like, I'll bet you she'll let you use the air pump for free and maybe bring home some Four Locos at the end of the night, right? But I kept getting hit on by gas station clerks, and I was like, oh, I get it. I'm not the best looking guy, but I am gas station hot. Like, you take me to a Target, I'm like a 4, maybe a 5. You take me to a Mickey Mart, boom, I'm a 10 every day, right? You put me by like the neon lights of a vape machine, boom, there's just something about me already. It's like, girl, what's up? And here's the thing, I don't want to be alone being gas station. You're way too excited over there. Calm down. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. We're here to have a good time. Give it up for this lady. Here's the thing. I don't want to be gas station hot alone. So I have these stickers that say gas station hot. And I have one for you. Now, some comedians will like
put on your glasses.
Like, put on your readers. Okay. What's it say? Gas station hot. Okay. Some comedians like sell things, like they'll sell shirts. I don't have any shirt. I'll sell you this shirt for $100. Or you can go to Walmart and get it for $4.99. Okay. But like, I have some stickers. So I have the gas station hot sticker. So if you want to be gas station hot, you know, put this on your car. You know, your bumper sticker. Here's the thing too. I just want to say this as sort of like a PSA, public service announcement. Our church has bumper stickers, and I'm really leery about giving them out because, like, what if you're a bad driver? You know, like what if you got a chapel sticker on the back of your car and you just suck and you're just like cutting people off? So what I think we should do is actually give out bumper stickers for other churches. So we have the gas station hot. I also have these ones with the radiator on it that says "Thank you, Jesus." I have this one that has a gas station hot dog and it says "Faith over fear." Gas station hot dogs. And then I used ChatGPT to turn me into Tim Misney, and it says, "I'll make them laugh." So I'm going to be up here, and I'm going to have these stickers, and they are free. Or if you want to give a donation, you know, it could be $1, could be $100, whatever the Lord leads you to give. Because I am a minister of the gospel, and I've got children to feed. Okay, I'll be up here, and you can have one of these for free. If you're a heathen or if you're a Christian, you can give me $100. And here's the thing. I noticed that there's a Mickey Mart next door to you. If you see me there after the show, I want you to mind your business, okay? Because I am just trying to increase my self-esteem, okay? Hey, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Give it up for Joe and Paul. Give it the cha-cha slide.
Bye guys. Wala naman tayong ano. Kasi may like tayo sa edit mamaya. Ay ba, masayaw. Sayaw.
I just feel like I could be good
Ay, salamat sa pagtambay guys. Yan na. Ayaw na.
You have to go again? I look over at her, I'm like, oh, yeah, you know.
May chat siya real. Salamat guys. Oy, see you 7 p.m. yung naman natin live ha. 7 p.m. Kasi may ganap si Ethan. May baseball camp si Ethan sa 11:30 yata. Salamat sa pagtambay niyo. Thank you. Hi, thank you. Wala yun ate, basta ikaw. Hi, thank you so much guys. See you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Ayan. Tuwaan lang natin sa Timuhayon. Ganda ng music ah, sarap isayaw. Ganda ni ate. Nakaligo ay. Sabay ganun. Nakaligo mi yan. Nakaligo. Kaya nga eh. Adik ko sayaw. Parang gusto ko tuloy magwalwal. Walwal tayo. Nakakagay pa naman ako. Oy, Permita de Liza. Pag nahuli ako patron, pero ako nang sayo ko lang siya. Did you get one?
What, a sticker? No. You pay your tab or what? I'll go up and pay mine.
Tidak ada mana gala. Nasayaw din siya. Nasayaw din siya. Adik talaga ako sa sayaw.
Any song requests? Because I'm now DJing.
Aw, ano yan? Tagal na to.
If you have any song requests and you want a sticker coming up, help yourself.
Ano, pag-disco lang. Pero di ako nabalsi. Disco sa kachacha, yan hilig ko. Pero pag balsi, di ako napakapatawak. Girupo na ko pag ano balsi, di ako nabalsi. Disco, yan ang muna talaga ako sa gitna. Disco sa kachacha, mahilig talaga ako dyan. Pero pag balsi, muklo ko. Nauklo ko magbalsi. Nagigirok na ko. Ako mabuto na, takas mo kasayaw lang ibang, ay? Oh, hindi. Ano lang, pag ano lang, mga ano lang. Mahilig ako mga disco lang sa kachacha. Pag mga fiesta, mga ganun. Pero hindi ako sumasayaw ng balsi. Hindi ako nasayaw ng balsi. Oo, pag fiesta, ganyan, no? Pag mga fiesta. Wiggle. Pati ka ba dati, Lisa? Gawin man ito nga balsi kaya lalaki na kapag nagigiro ka na ko. Parang ganun talaga. Siguro mga ano lang, nakasayaw ko ng balsi. 2-3. Pagkilala ko lang, yung kilala ko. Yung ano, first dance ko, 18 ako, yung anchor ko yung sumayaw. Kasayaw. Binak marang sumayaw. Tumayo ka na sa season.
I've had a hard time looking at you the same way.
This is a phone. Naka-airpods siya. Barog na ito natin.
Hey, again, I'll be hanging out for another 20-30 minutes if you have a song request. Let me know.
Kung nandito sana si Tibian, pwede kasayaw sana. Nakakaya mo sumayaw. Sabi na, sino ba itong ano na ito? Ibang lahi.
Oh, this is a long way for them to come, though. Yeah, but that's an easy drink. You ready to go home?
Huh?
Go home. He shouldn't be here late.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know I gotta go.
No one under 21. That's you gotta go home.
Oy, bye na. Bye. Uwi na kami.
Well, 8:30 is like
Bukas ng gabi pag walang ganap. Sayawan tayo. Nangis ko na ang balwal.
yeah, he's got birthday.
Bye everyone. See ya. God bless. Bye. Bye. Salamat, salamat. See you, see you. Oh, see you mamaya 7 p.m. ha. 7 p.m. Bye everyone.